Yo, YouTube, what's good? What's good? It's your man, D Rich Kid, back at you with another video, another topic. Cowboys Nation, stand up. Hey, we did it, man. We came back. We finally got a win. Felt good to be back in the win column, man, for once, you know? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about this game. Cowboys beat the Las Vegas Raiders 33 to 16. 33 to 16, man. Started out a little sloppy. Um, first couple of possessions was off. I ain't gonna lie to you, had me a little concerned. CD Lamb and George Pickens didn't play the first series. And, everybody's kind of like starting to jump out the window. Oh, what's going on? Why they not playing? Still don't really know what that was about. Some kind of coach's decision. Don't know if it was disciplinary. Something happened, obviously. But they finally got in the game and pretty much lit it up from there. After those first series, second series, the game was pretty much over after that. Running game was pretty good tonight. Williams ran the ball relatively well. Even my man Malik Davis got into the action. He had some good runs. You know what I mean? It's good to see him running hard. Again, passing game was fire. George Pickens lighting it up as usual. CD starting to get back in his bag. He had a touchdown. He had some good catches. I was disappointed CD missed that one catch towards the end of the game, which pretty much would have been a walk-in, I believe. I don't know. He looked like he may have fell, but he should have caught that. I mean, the pass wasn't the greatest from Dak, but that still was a catchable ball for CD. You know what I mean? And yeah, man. Overall, it was a great night. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, the defense side of the ball. My defense, I have to say, I give them a B plus tonight, man. They played pretty well. They played pretty well. With Williams, Quentin Williams and Logan Wilson, you could see the difference, man. You could definitely see the difference. Williams and Carter in that middle, that's going to be a problem for teams. You can see they getting a lot of pressure already in that middle, man, and it's freeing up those end rushers, man. Odigizua had a good game tonight. He had a sack or two. Williams, believe had a sack. Carter had a sack. I don't think Donovan had one, but Donovan was a menace. He was in the backfield a lot. Donovan got us that safety in like the third quarter or whenever it was. Man, he stood up Gentry in the end zone. You know what I mean? So that was good. Wilson, from what I saw, he looked okay. I didn't see a whole lot of Wilson, and I don't think he was out on the field a whole lot. He came in, in certain packages, but I think it's going to be a ramp-up period for him. As he learns the system, he'll be out there more and more. Overshown, another big elephant in the room. Overshown played tonight. From what I could see, he looked okay. I mean, he was moving around. I don't recall Overshown having any major plays, but he was out there, and that's the good thing. He was out there. So welcome back. I saw Revel out there. I didn't really see him make any plays. I think he was on special teams, if I believe. I didn't really see him make any plays, but it was good to see him out there on the field. Wilson was back that night. Our safeties, Malik Hooker and Wilson, they played pretty good. All these guys came back tonight, and it's just one game, YouTube, Cowboys Nation, you know what I mean? So, we didn't expect them to come back and be, an elite defense all of a sudden. But that being said, you can see the difference, when you have high caliber players on the field, man. It makes a big difference, you know what I mean? So I expect going forward from here for them to get nothing but better as we go on, as the weeks go on, as they get continuity, experience together. You know what I mean? They start bonding as a unit. I expect them to continue to get better each and every week towards the end of the year. As far as this whole playoff talk goes, I don't know. I'm not really looking to the playoffs right now. I just want some wins. I want to see how this defense is going to gel. I just want to see cats play hard. And, if we don't make the playoffs, then, prepare for next year, But yeah, right now it's just about developing guys, getting guys acclimated to our system, especially on that defensive side of the ball and, what we can take from the rest of this year into the off season and then from the off season into next year. You know what I mean? Trying to see. Dak played pretty good tonight. Wasn't his best game ever, but wasn't his worst game. He pretty much navigated, did his thing. Took command of the offense like he always does. Trying to see anything I missed. Turpin had a pretty good run back. I'm waiting for Turpin to break out break one off, man. He's getting closer. But yeah, he had a good return tonight. Yeah, I think that's pretty much in the gist of it. YouTube Cowboys Nation. Like I said, coming off this bye week, very emotional. With the passing of Marshawn Nealon. They look like they were focused for the most part. They were out there. Oh, Flournoy had a touchdown. I'm good to see Flournoy get a touchdown out there too. But shout out to Shoddy and the staff, the coaching staff for getting them ready. It's been a hard, last couple of weeks for them. Everything that they, going through with, the passing of Marshawn Nealon and, heavy hearts, and for them to come out there and play a pretty good game says a lot, But that game was, dedicated to the, memory of Marshawn, man. Again, Marshawn, rest in peace, brother. We miss you. You'll always be a Cowboy, Thank you for the memories, even though you weren't there long, but they were enough, and yeah, man. So, but anyway, YouTube, not gonna make this video too long. Just wanted to highlight my Cowboys Nation tonight. Again, we come back off a bye, off a very emotional last couple of weeks, and pretty much dominate the Raiders 33-16. 33-16, and next week is Philly, man. Or Sunday coming up. It's coming quick. It's Philly, and I want Philly, man. I do. I want Philly. I want them from that first game. We had Philly that first game. We blew that game. Philly didn't beat us. We beat ourselves, man. We had so many opportunities to beat Philly, man. So I feel like, yeah, I can't front as much as I hate Philly. As much as I hate the Philly fans, Philly's offense, I'm not worried about at all. Their offense is average at best right now, but their defense is playing good. I can't front. They are. But that being said, I look forward to the challenge of my offense going up against that D. And I really want to see if they can take us out like they've been, taking these other teams, you know what I mean? So we're going to see. But I want to beat Philly so bad, man. I do. And I believe we can beat Philly, man. I do. We have a good week of practice, get ready, with Marshawn Nealon, that fire in us. We're playing for him. Sunday, we at home. Hey, we can beat Philly, man. It can be done. Absolutely, it can be done. But we're gonna have to bring our A game. A game's gonna have to be, and it's gonna have to be all day. You know, it's gonna have to be all day. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it. Again, Cowboys win 33-16 against the Raiders. And it's on the Philly next week, man, on Sunday, you know what I mean? But anyway, man, it's your man, D-Rich Kid. D-Rich Kid, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, tell a friend. I'm out, YouTube. Peace.